answered. If you wish to block any future calls of this nature, dial 7 now. To accept this call, press 5 now. To decline this call, hang up. Thank you.
Well, good morning, my friends.
Hey, good morning.
How are you doing?
Good morning and happy upcoming birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was trying to get a hold of my son, Robert, and I guess I angered him in some way. I don't know, for not calling or not being able to call or something. It's been crazy here. I've been lucky to call you as much as I have. So,
yeah. Well, it's.
And I tried to put his his email through.
Hi, how you doing?
And I don't get nowhere with that. So.
Okay.
So I'm on the phone with a prisoner, and but let me get this to her. I think she wants to buy the thing. So, sorry, Patrick. Yeah, sorry, man. You caught me at a time.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah, no, I'm good now. I just have to get something to Aaron real quick. But anyway, finish your thought. And I think your son not calling you. I mean, that's just bad news. But you never know what's going on in somebody's life, right?
Yeah. Well, I was worried there that he was getting sick again with the cancer and not telling me, and that's not so. So, I'm hearing that maybe he got on working with my tribe now.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get a hold of him, so I don't know. Grandson is the same way. He's spot here, spot there, and this jaw.
Yeah. What, you got teeth problems? You got problems with your teeth?
It's the shingles has attacked my facial nerves.
Yeah.
In the jawbone, in the facial, and when I try to talk, I get stabbing pains.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. My mom has shingles too, and there was somebody recommended something natural that might be able to help with that, but I can't remember what it is right now for some reason. But I know shingles are one of the most painful things that you can possibly have. So you have my prayers and thoughts. I mean, I wish I could deliver you some stuff that would fix it.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to deal with it with camphofenique, which is a painkiller, and it stops pain from reaching the brain and acting, and the Oragel type stuff, benzocaine, but it's reaching a point to where I need to go to a good dentist and have the teeth removed and have implants put in. And there are no dentists available here in the system right now.
Yeah.
They're all afraid of the COVID virus.
Yeah, that's terrible. You said camphofenique. I haven't heard anybody say that word in like 25 years. Do they even have that anymore? Do they have that in the prison commissary?
Yeah. It's in an oil base, and the oil base works good too to keep nerves covered for a little while for the campho stuff to work. My dad taught me, Dad Hoffman, to take the camphor plant when it's in bloom. If you have allergies or something, to take the bunch of white flowers on the top and rub them together in your hand and breathe them in.
Yeah.
And it kills any pain.
Yeah. Well, I know camphofenique. That's just, I haven't heard anybody even use that in a long time, but I'm glad you're getting use out of it. I hope they give you as much as you need.
Yeah.
Oh, I talked with Agnes a while back, and of course she loves you dearly, and she's trying to.
Yes.
Yeah, she's mentioned she's video visiting. Has she been able to do a few video visits with you?
Yeah, we got 3 in, and it's worked out fairly well.
I don't think I can walk in there, babe.
Or the channel that the video
I'm gonna
goes
go
on breaks up and it goes digital and stops and stuff, but it works for the most part. We're able to see each other.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear you're in so much pain.
excuse me, I'm sorry.
It must be hell. I mean, I can't even imagine needing medical attention or some sort of special medicine and not being able to get to it. It's a terrible situation.
Well, it's part of it is just getting old. I
Yeah.
had an accident with my horse when I was a kid. Mare had a colt, and the colt got bit by the previous colt on the neck. And I was trying to doctor that young colt, and she bit me on the neck and threw me away.
Mm.
This was in the late afternoon, and when I woke up, it was dark, and it put me down for 3 days.
Wow.
Still got the scars on the back of my neck.
My goodness, yeah. How do you know what causes shingles? Is it like just getting old, or something you eat, or is it what even causes that? Because I know several people who have that.
Shingles is a offshoot of the herpes simplex virus, and it comes with. It's what causes chicken pox.
Oh, I see.
When you're young. When you're young, if you get chicken pox, 1 out of 3 people will have shingles when they get old.
Hey.
Stress has a lot to do with it coming on.
Oh, I see.
And having my wife leave me and going and taking $40,000 to get me free that Dad had left me and stuff is enough to make anybody have a shingles attack. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate she took your money like that. Have you had, I know you mentioned you had the vaccine, and but you know, I hope things haven't got worse since the vaccine, because there's a lot of us out here that don't trust anything to do with that vaccine.
Yeah. Well, I've got no problems from that shot or anything. I figured this way. If it's bogus, it's not going to hurt me in any way, because my immune system is top notch.
Yeah.
I mean, they took temps on me day after day, and blood pressure and stuff, and I was right at the same level every time they come by.
Yeah.
So.
But your wife your wife took all your savings that should have been your inheritance. That's got to be a rough situation too. Not Agnes, of course, but the one before. I mean, it's just insanity.
No. Well, Penny paid for it just right after Christmas this last year. She passed away.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't know until just about 6 weeks ago when we were trying to find out if there was a way to acquire that money again through the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Yeah.
No such luck. I have the account number, but it's through Bank of America, and Bank of America is going through another big change up where they've stolen money and don't know where it is. So, be advised, don't do any banking with Bank of America.
Oh yeah,
their people are corrupt.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and they work very closely with the FBI and the government to rat out. You know, they just give over all the transactions, and they're very cooperative with the government and all their targeting schemes.
Yeah, except for when they take the money and put it in their pocket. That's a whole different story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want anybody to know about that.
No. Anyway, this one come out now just because of this coronavirus thing and the money that was being given out. Somebody followed their accounts and stuff and found out that their accounts were being manipulated wrongfully. So
I don't doubt it for a second.
Did you get my email where I talked about equal protection under the law?
I probably did. If it came in on JPay, I usually get my JPay emails.
Yeah. Well, I sent you that to try to get a way to get to the other prisoners that are wrongfully convicted and sentenced and being held right now. I told you in that to have them not try to argue the case, only to get public disclosure of similar cases from their county that they come from. And use those cases where those people have been released already.
Right. Find similar cases where people were released. I got it.
Yeah. Sentence structure, and all they need to do is ask for the name of the case number, sentence structure, and time served. And they can argue equal protection under the law with that. Especially with cases that have been released already under lesser time served.
Oh, right.
And see, the court is required by its own rules to protect even those that are guilty. And what they say in the request is that they're requesting for immediate release, even though they can't prove that they're innocent. They're claiming that they're innocent still now.
Yeah.
And that should be enough to be able to start the paperwork in a new area again for them.
It makes sense to me if the courts would be honest and forthright and do what's right. But I hope that sounds like good advice.
Yeah. Well, I sent it in the email as best I could. If you've got somebody that can disperse it to those people and get it to them so that they can work on it inside, that would be great. I'm sure that there would be movement for a lot of them there because of that. That's the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, and they have to follow it.
Well, I mean, you say that, and I agree with you, but so many times they don't even follow their own laws. They're just so evil, but I agree with you. It's a good approach. It's just I don't have any faith in the judges to do the right thing anymore because I've seen them just ignore their own laws, but I agree it's a good advice.
One of the things that I'm seeing now is that when you send paperwork to a court, you also send a copy of the paperwork to the local newspaper.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, yeah. I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Well, sure, they're both controlled by somebody with the fat cats, but the fat cats are going to get lean here in a little while.
Yeah.
They're going to find hard pickings.
Yeah.
Because they're cutting off their nose to spite their face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, did Richard Allenbaugh ever contact you, or has he contacted you recently? I mean, he's selling that book on Amazon, and so I just didn't know if he was trying to reach out to you at all for your. No, yeah, he's just writing a book to cover his wife's legacy, I guess.
Yeah, he's trying to make his dead wife look good, and trying to make himself look good because he was pulled into the court several times to as a psychologist to determine whether this one or that one was able to stand trial or not, or whether they did the crime or not, or this and that. And it was a bunch of hooey in the Seattle area. She got that going immediately after our case. She got moved out of Kittitas County up to the federal court system, got a court appointment there. That's what Hicks promised her. Hicks was the prosecuting attorney out of Spokane that took our case.
Got it.
So this is the kind of stuff that they did to cover up this police force shooting each other, and this was just another attack on Indians trying to protect themselves.
Right.
And what are you going to do when the ones that are supposed to protect you are the ones that are trying to kill you?
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know, Agnes, she's been going at it full steam ahead. I mean, she was telling me she's going on radios and talking to everybody, and so she's quite the lady. You know, thank God for her.
Yeah, she's my partner.
Yep.
We have touched on a base where now with the president doing what he did, Donald J. Trump, and I'm sure that somewhere down the line here shortly, he's going to have to face some court action himself for treasonous acts against the U.S. government. So when that happens, then the World Court has the ability to step in and correct things that have been going wrong for all these years.
Yeah. You talking about the Hague, the International Court, the Hague?
Yes. They have a division that is world criminal aspect now.
Yeah.
And there are ones that used to be Nazi hunters and worked for the French Foreign Legion. They are the hunters for this group, so they can't hide.
Yeah.
In fact, part of that group is what caused Donald Trump to lose this election and looked like Mr. Bad Guy that he was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. I know that they contacted Agnes to try to find out some things, and I gave them a lot of information through her. So.
Oh, okay. Well, she's very persistent, and I think she's committed to you for the rest of her life. She's very passionate, and it's always encouragement to talk to her. She's quite a lady.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to stay strong, and I'm trying to stay level and upright, and keep a good aspect about things. But my God has forsaken me.
Yeah. I know it may feel like that. It's a long time, Patrick, 33 years. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. And all this pain that I've gone through, the stuff that I'm feeling right,
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I've felt for 13 years already. And no action out of it other than losing 5 teeth. Not through dentistry. Anyway, have a good day.
All right.
Blessings and respects and love.
Please know there'll be some people who are praying and fasting for you on your birthday. I know it's March the 5th, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. God bless you, Patrick.
Bless you.
Good to hear from you. God bless.
30 seconds remaining.
God bless you.
Okay.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye for now.